Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and especially Monday. This was speech number 8, get comfortable with visual aids. So let me start by commenting on your visual aids. You had a few slides in there that I thought were beautiful, and those were the slides that didn't have any words on them. There were at least 3 that were complete pictures, and I thought that was very nice. And in fact, I wrote down here, nice slides, and then I had to change that. So obviously we're going to get to the issue that I personally think there were too many words on the slides, and we'll talk about what I would like to see you do in the future in just a second. And the second thing with the visual aids is it was pretty common for you to stand here and look back at your screen to talk. And this is kind of an awkward position, especially for the people on this side of the room. And so what I might suggest is you had your PC right here, you could easily see what was on the screen right here on your PC and use that as a teleprompter, and then talk to the screen and the audience. Now I do want to say a really nice thing, you have great gestures. I love your big gestures, even though you're talking about a relatively dry topic, you're using nice big gestures. So now I'm going to take a risk, and you have to take a risk with me. We want to rewrite this speech. And the way we rewrite this, I've seen this speech, not the exact one, but hundreds of times in the technology world. Here's a fact, here's a fact, here's a fact, here's a fact. Let me list some more facts, let me go through some more facts. And what I would love to see you do to make an impact, to make a difference, is to not do that. And instead, when you went to the very end and you said, here are some examples, instead of doing the examples the way you did, start out with, oh, Rory Diefendorf, he had this problem. Let me tell you about the problem that he had. And this was the solution. He came up with this solution here. And then you tell the other story. Here's this problem. And then here's the solution to the problem. And you can do this just by putting his logo on the screen, and maybe his picture. Here's Rory. And we tell the whole story. You get the audience really involved. And I have to say, honestly, I was confused through most of that presentation. I use Salesforce.com, I've used ACT in the past, I've used many different types of things, and I really didn't understand what we were talking about until we were 2/3 of the way, or 3/4 of the way through the presentation. And let me emphasize that with 18 years ago, this was your opening sentence. 18 years ago, I was confronted with the question, how do you get your whole team on the same page? And what crossed my mind was, okay, I need to write them all down, I need to get their names on the same page, I need to draw an org chart to get them on the same page. I didn't understand what that meant, how to get my whole team on the same page. Because I knew we were talking about CRM, and I was trying to figure this out. So if you were willing to take the risk and rewrite the speech as in I'm going to tell you a story about someone who had a problem and solved the problem, then it's much easier to go in and say, here's what we do and here's how we helped him solve his problem. My suggestion is huge risk. Sorry if you hate me for it.